get where I am. You shot a hostage. The department wants to make sure you're fit to return to duty.
I don't remember inviting you to the briefing. Not only was she stabbed multiple times in the chest, this was carved in her forehead.
The killer is playing a game of chess. I know chess. Give me a chance. They go together. Pawn to c4. It's a chess move.
There's been another murder.
White Knight, from the carving on his head, it's safe to assume it's another chess move.
Press is gonna have a field day with this. They're gonna say we got another serial killer on our hands here.
There's been another murder.
As you can see, things are heating up around here. You need to back away from this case. Someone's gonna take the fall for this, and I don't want it to be you.
He wants the world to know how brilliant he is. I suggest that you remove her from the case immediately. I can solve this. You know I can.
Marriage counseling can be tough.
Lately, all she does is lie.
Here he goes with the word lie. All I do is work. He's the one always accusing me of cheating with other men. Jameson, what reasons do you have that suggest Micah is cheating?
She's out all hours of the night. Lies about who she's with or where she goes.
Let's reframe that in the I feel statements.
I gotta talk to you about something, and I need your help.
What are you talking about?
Chantel LaRue. She stopped by my studio. She offered me $500K to kill her husband. Everyone knows who Dyson LaRue is.
That's why I'm here. You know how to kill powerful men like him without a trace.
Go to Dyson. Tell him I want to take pictures for a magazine. Become his love. Give him that last kiss of death.
Kiss of death?
Kiss of death. I'm headed to Dyson LaRue's lounge.
How'd you get mixed up with a guy like Dyson LaRue?
He's a new client. What do you know about him?
A lot. Him and his family are these crooks posing as good business. You know, those are real-life gangsters.
I can handle myself.
You need to be concerned about what Dyson knows.
Stop messing with my wife, man.
Maybe she'll be happy again.
What?
You gotta finish this job, then he'll be out.
Nothing else matters.
Releasing some drama, don't they? They would be releasing some fire. And like I'm just so excited about everything that's going on with Megamind right now. And so I am filling in for tonight for Miss Tressa Azarel Smallwood. My name is Tamika Newhouse. And I work with Tressa now for we started in the book world. And so when Tressa was publishing, I was publishing. When she was writing, I was writing. And so now together we are working to amplify Megamind Media, and she is doing a phenomenal job in the Megamind family. And we just wrapped up another project on Monday, I think, or yesterday or today. One of them days, y'all. It was this week. So we have some more original films that are dropping. We're going into production to more films this year. We have several more projects to film this year. And it just keeps going on and on. There's so many beautiful things that's going on with Megamind Media. So I'm Tamika Newhouse, y'all. And tonight we are actually introducing a new series called Love Gone Wrong. On the Megamind Media YouTube channel, we are going to be releasing original short films that deal with love and drama and mystery and all that good stuff that we love to be on the edge of our seats about. And tonight we're actually going to be talking with Jimmy Blanco, who is our very first filmmaker to be featured in this series. And so before we actually show the actual film, y'all, because we're going to show it tonight. And it's actually right now it's going to be sitting on the Megamind Media YouTube channel. And so you can be able to watch all of these short films that we're going to be putting out on the YouTube channel. And we're going to be putting out even more original films and stories that you guys can discover. And so before we actually dive into that, let's go ahead and bring on Jimmy so we can get to know him a little bit more, dive into this project, and then let's get into the film. So Jim, welcome on, sir.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Thank you for having me tonight.
Yes, tonight is awesome. It's amazing because a lot of beautiful things going on. You have now begun to collaborate with so many, beneficial and creative people that are now elevating some of your work and taking you to new heights. And you found your way over here with Megamind Media. So how did that all come about? Take us a little bit into your creative journey.
Okay, so it was actually pure luck that I found my way to Megamind Media. I was working on a project, and my girlfriend, she actually told me, "Hey, they're having a showcase in Atlanta. You should submit your films." So I did, and I ended up being selected for the showcase in Atlanta. And I had no idea at the time that Megamind Media was behind it, but um, I drove from Orlando to Atlanta and stayed for the entire weekend to have my films showcased at the event. And that's when I met you, and I met Azar, I met Tressa, I met everyone from Megamind, and it's just been like an amazing experience. Because the film community in Atlanta is so beautiful. It's very different than what we have here in Florida. So you guys made me feel very welcomed, and I greatly appreciate you for that.
We definitely try to make sure that you guys feel very welcome. We want it to be a family environment. We want you to feel confident because you're in the room for a reason. And the fact that you got on the highway and you put yourself in the room, you stayed in the room, and you worked the room. Like, it's one thing to be talented, because I often say that we are all talented. This is why we all are uniquely created. None of us look the same. There's something special about every single person, right? But the difference between that is opportunity. And if you don't really go out there and seek those opportunities or put yourself in a position where people can discover you, your talent is not going to get discovered, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can have all the talent in the world, but if the world doesn't know about your talent, then it just remains a secret.
It just remained a secret. You know what? And Jimmy, you betting on yourself, and you taking risk, and now here you are, and I've been privy to the conversations between you and Tress, and she like what she got going on. Like the future is bright. I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so Infidelity. Let's dive into the film that we're going to be ready to watch in just a moment. So take us into, like, how did this story come about, and what part did you play into it?
Okay, so I am the writer and director of the short film Infidelity. Infidelity came to be because, like most storytellers, it comes from a personal place. So I was in a relationship, and I was really, really going through some difficult times with my significant other, and it was a very toxic thing, and as men, we don't really have an outlet sometimes. Sometimes you can go to your guy friends and they don't understand, and you don't really have people to talk to. And also therapy is sort of shunned upon in the Black community, so there's very few outlets that we have as Black men to talk to people about what we're going through. So I decided to pour what I was going through in my relationship into my writing. And I was like, okay, let me express myself as best as I know how, and all these frustrations I can deal with. But at the same time, I want to make it entertaining for my viewer. So, I want to take what I'm going through and add a little twist to it and really draw my viewer in and tell an amazing story. So Infidelity came to be from a period of like trial and triumphs in my life, and that's how it was born. It was also actually my very first short film that I did.
It is your very first film, and now we are, it's found its way home with Megamind Media. And did it come out the way you wanted? Like, it's out there now. Like, so is there anything we could be like the biggest critics of our own projects? So
Absolutely.
did it come out right? Like, do you see
I feel like as filmmakers, we're very, very hard on ourselves, and no project is gonna come out 100% how you saw it in your head. And I've come to accept that over time. But with Infidelity, it didn't come out 100% the way I wanted, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with how it came out, and I'm at peace with where it's at now. So, you know, you learn and you grow along the journey as a filmmaker.
All right, y'all, let's go ahead and dive right on into the film. Let's see.
Do it.
I'm excited.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, baby?
Nothing much. I need to see you. Can we meet up?
Yeah, you can meet me by our usual spot on the west side.
Okay. See you soon.
Give me about an hour. Alright, later. What's up, beautiful? Okay.
Look, we gotta talk.
What we need to talk about?
I can't do this anymore. I can't keep cheating on Brian. We gotta stop this.
So you're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, I'm not done. I said I'm not done.
Knew this bitch was cheating. Fucking murder. Fuck, dog.
Look, you started this game, and I ain't done playing.
So you don't feel bad that Brian's your best friend and you're doing this to him?
We are doing this to him. You didn't feel bad last week when he was out of town.
Well, I feel bad now.
Alicia, what me and you have is an addiction. You couldn't stop even if you tried.
Live it, dog.
Motherfucker!
He don't touch you the way I do. He don't make you moan like I do. He don't make you feel like I do. You can't quit me. And if you try, I'll kill you and him.
Alicia, what the fuck? What did you just do? What the fuck did you just do?
Brian, what are you doing here?
I followed you, Alicia, because I knew you were creeping. But my best friend? My fucking best friend?
I'm sorry.
Get the fuck off me. After all I've done for you? And you betray me like this?
Baby, please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. Jamal meant nothing to me.
You must think I'm stupid.
No, baby, no. Please, you have to forgive me. I made a mistake. I fucked up. Please, you have to help me. I don't want to go to jail.
Help you? You killed him. How am I supposed to help you?
I don't know. We gotta get rid of the body. Pull yourself together and help me get rid of the body.
Well, all right then. I hope it was embellished. I hope this was an embellished story.
Yeah.
It's some heavy stuff going on. Okay.
Right.
So it says it was the cheating part. Like, I imagine like a lot of people can relate to infidelity. A lot of people can relate to infidelity. And if people can relate to the murder part, they ain't talking about it because obvious reasons. But your experience with infidelity, were you one cheating or were you the one that was getting cheated on? Do you mind sharing?
Yes, I was actually the one getting cheated on. So yeah, I know it happens. It happens. But I had this great concept come to me. I said, what if I took the cheating and I I flipped it on its head, and I said, okay, we have a person in a relationship who wants to stop cheating, but the other person doesn't want to. So now we give them stakes, and what's at stake if they don't stop? So it just escalates into a murder because sometimes in the heat of the moment and love will make you do crazy things. She had no intention of killing him, but she was pushed to that point because she wasn't expecting him to say, no, I don't want to break it off and threaten her. So I decided to go with that kind of trope for the film.
Right. That definitely was a twist. I didn't see that really coming. Now, granted, I've had my fair share of, fun, and just kind of just careless situationships where I wasn't really considering the person's feelings and kind of just wanted to have my own fun. Now that you have experience with that, and I've actually experienced being cheated on as well too. Y'all don't judge me. I was, I found I was being cheated on, and I was hurt so bad.
Right.
But I had also been cheated like the whole relationship, and I didn't understand. I know y'all don't judge me, but I was so hurt, and even to this day, I can't explain why I was so hurt, even though I was also wrong. I don't know. Maybe that got to be something, maybe we can the story behind that, because how dare somebody be, betraying their partner, then be so butthurt when it's getting done to them. Maybe you can show some type of reason behind it. I don't know. Like, let's make that a whole discussion. Y'all drop into the comment section why y'all think that. Who knows?
Why it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun?
I've heard that. I know what it feels like now. It's super crazy. Now, have you been on the other side of infidelity?
I would say maybe once, but I was like very young and I didn't want anything serious. So you can call it infidelity, but it wasn't really a serious relationship. So I guess, but I'm a very like loyal person, and I'm a Libra. So when we love really hard. We don't see anyone else. We love the person that we're with until we can love no more. We just love hard.
Well, I like the fact that you put your anger or an alternate ending in your writing versus in real life, because we've seen a lot of stories go down. So let's dive into some realism for people that may be dealing with. They may think their partner is cheating. What is your advice for them? That people that may think that they're being done wrong.
Okay, so my advice to people going through that. And it's a big thing that I was missing in that same relationship. I feel like is communication. Like communication is really key. Even if it's hard, nothing is ever easy. Sit down and talk to your partner. What you guys bring it to the table like adults. Put your feelings aside and have an adult conversation. I think we in a relationship they don't do that enough, and it's often infidelity starts with lack of communication. right? Or misinformation. You might suspect your partner is cheating, so you're going to cheat back, or or you're going to break up with them or try to catch them cheating. When all you can do is sit down and have a conversation and realize what's wrong in the relationship, what's fixed, what's missing, and also actively work to fix those things. Don't just sit and talk and then brush it under the rug and move on like there's nothing wrong. Actively work to fix problems in your relationship. I feel like that would be the greatest advice you can get as far as infidelity. And just don't cheat. It's really hard to find your forever person. So, do what you got to do to fix that. And it's not easy, but nothing in life worth having should come easy.
Advice. I like that advice a lot. And I want to kind of piggyback on that because you have to have a safe space for your partner. You can't expect for your partner to say the things that you want to hear. And that's often like one of the biggest reasons why people don't communicate and they're not honest, because they're afraid of what their partner might think or say, or they know they don't want to hear that. And so if you can't be with somebody where you can tell them the good, the bad, and the ugly, then why are you with that person? You actually have to, that person has to be able to hear everything. And if you cannot honestly say, I can't tell them this, I can't do that, you got to reevaluate.
Right.
It's bigger than that. Like it's something internally, and maybe it's a connection that's not going on. Because once you start omitting some parts of yourself or some of your feelings, now you're creating a false narrative, like a representative, and you kind of get caught up in that. And this is how people are in relationships with people they don't really know,
Right.
And it can lead to some dramatic stuff.
Yes, you can literally like lose your mind and go crazy and do things that are normally out of your character just from not being able to be in that safe space. And I completely agree. You do need to make the space safe for your partner to feel comfortable enough to talk to you about these things. They can't be met with aggression, right? Like me and my girlfriend, we have a code word, right? So if one of us says something and we're not sure that that person is being 100% honest, we say the code word, and you have to say your true feelings, and there can be no backlash, no feelings about it. You just speak honestly. When that code word is said, you have to speak honestly in the moment, and that's a system that we've been developing.
Well, Jimmy, it sounds like you're a good partner going on right now. I like that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And so, do you feel like you found your lane, like the type of story that you want to share?
Yeah, I have found my lane. I do want to experiment with more, but I love like doing drama because drama has been a big part of my life. I've been in a lot of relationships, a lot good, a lot bad. It's a place that I know all too well, and I know how to tell these kind of stories. So in a way, I have found my lane, but I'm not afraid to also try out of the box. Like I want to delve into horror some. I want to do some sci-fi, some action, but I want to do it differently than the norm because I want to tell Black stories in these subgenres. I often feel like Black people, we're represented to a degree in film, but I felt like we have been kept in a box. There's not a lot of Black sci-fi. There's a handful of Black horrors. There's these Black stories that we should be able to tell, and we're only as big as our imagination. My imagination is huge, so I want to tell these Black stories that have never been told before, and some that have, that we can relate to and we can humanize with our audience.
Well, you know what? I think that you're on the right track. I applaud you for betting on yourself. You did first. You wrote it. Let's talk about the process. Well, it was a thought, right? Then you wrote. Then you begin to put all the pieces together. You found the actors. You got the equipment. You figured out the location, and then you filmed it. When it was filmed, you edited it. Then when it was done editing, like you went out there and started putting it out into the universe. Like you're doing your part, and I applaud you for that. It's not an easy journey, and honestly, you're as good as your last project. So keep going, keep creating, And like I'm pretty sure, like we kind of been talking about it. We're eager to see like what else is going on with you. And for those that are watching Jimmy, you're seeing his journey, you're seeing his process. You also feel like you got some stories that you want to tell. Maybe you're working on your own short film. Megamind Media is open. We're looking for a way more series or stories that's in this genre, love triangles, drama, like mysteries for our Love Gone Wrong series on Megamind Media's YouTube channel. So we want you guys to submit your projects. There's a link in our bio on all of our social media platforms. Click that link and submit your project. Or just go to our Instagram account and DM us and say, look, I got a project that will work for the Love Gone Wrong series. Hit us up. We want to see it. And I like the fact, and I'm seeing some of the comments right now. Tamala, she owned to something. She said they need to see a part 2.
Yeah.
The way they got rid of that body, I want to know, like, somebody gonna find that body. Like, y'all.
I mean, there's been ideas that we've been playing with for part 2. How do we know he's even dead? There could be that. They could get caught. So there's a few ideas we've been toying around with. So I mean, if you guys want a part 2, you're just gonna have to kind of jump in the comments and show the support, and maybe I can make that happen.
And also tell them to follow you on social media. And like, how can people support you? Like, where do you most need support at? Of course, we all need financing. We need more visibility. Right. Take us into where you feel like you need immediate support.
I would say, just follow me on social media. Mr. Jimmy Blanco on Instagram, Jimmy Blanco on Facebook. And, just share our work. Make sure we can get as much eyes on it as we can. And I can do the rest. Like, I can do the other part. We're actively working on a bunch of new projects right now. We're trying to consistently drop one short film every month to 2 months. High quality films, not the crap that you see regularly. So we're going to give you high quality, engaging content. And we're actually working on a couple of feature scripts right now. We're actively seeking funding, and we're pitching to investors. So we're trying to bring you guys really, really great stories that are entertaining and fun to watch, because we know, like, sometimes it's not that great to watch some projects, but we're trying to give you great stories and memories that you can watch and carry with you.
Well, Jimmy, I'm rooting for you. I know you're going to make it happen. I can't wait to see what more happens from you. Can't wait to see you again. And whatever you may need for the Megamind Media family, just let us know. We're here to support. And thank you for allowing us to support you and put us on our platform. It's so appreciated.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. And everyone, go follow Megamind Media, Facebook and Instagram, Megamind Media. All my other creatives, if you have a film project, go in their DM, submit it now. Get in the series while you can. Get in it early.
Yeah, getting it early, because once it start popping out, we're gonna have to start choosing, right? That was smart. Look at you, drink. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, because it's gonna pop off. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back next month with another Love Gone Wrong episode. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Megamind Media Official, and then also we have free master classes on our YouTube channel all the time. Like, Tress is always dropping free information. Like, there is no excuses for y'all to literally sit there and at home be like, I don't know how to do this. Oh, I can't do that. And she be dropping free information she should be charging for. Because I be watching like, oh, for real, that's good. And I be feeling like I know a lot, but she knows so much more. So make sure y'all are subscribing. It's called Real Success. That is our free master classes that we stream all the time. And it's going to be on the first and the last Tuesday of the month. Moving forward, it's going to be on the last Tuesday of the month. And then we're going to have guest lecturers come on. And then we also have Making the Cut. Making the Cut is when we feature filmmakers who are getting ready to release their future projects. These are now full featured films. and they made the cut, and we want to support them and amplify them. So as you see, Megamind is always about paying it forward. We're always trying to find a platform for new writers, emerging filmmakers, to bring them on this platform and talk about their projects. Because when y'all start walking in red carpets at the Oscars and stuff, we're gonna pull back this footage. Right. We're gonna show y'all where you came from, and always we want to be a part of that journey. We always want to support y'all. So thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And I'll see you all soon. This is Tamika Newhouse, and I'm out.
Later.
You want to know how a 29-year-old black girl from nothing came to run a multi-million-dollar record company? Well, listen close. This part comes at you fast.
If you dislike this marriage, why are you still here?
I'm doing everything I can, everything, to take care of this family. It's not my fault you a half-ass singer that couldn't make it in this industry.
I learned a valuable lesson that day. This is a man's world. I just needed to even out the playing field. Success comes with a price. You either pay up front or on the back end.
My father worked his ass off for this company. I'm gonna get it back one way or another.
And you should know that Cole Wright does not give up anything without a fight.
You know, Nicole, there is so much I want to know about you.
Do you trust me?
Is that what you do?
Get it together.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. I'm still your father.
What are you gonna tell the Popo, Nicole? Huh?
Fine.
No, you're not fine. You are going to jail.
Karma is a bitch.
Run as far as you want, but you're not taking my son.
I'm gonna be praying for you.
Some people might say I have more ambition than talent. This is my life. This is my truth.